Amber Sellens tracking your most accurate forecast and the end of the monsoon. It is officially coming to a close on September 30th. And with no more rain in the forecast between now and then, we are going to end up as the 5th driest on record this year for 2019. And nearly a quarter of an inch of that was just this week with a fall storm, not a monsoon storm. So we got lucky that that counts for the season. Otherwise, it would have been the 2nd driest on record here this summer for us. And a lot of other spots across the state saw one of their driest monsoons on record. Flagstaff usually gets over 8 inches of rain, and this year only 2. The driest monsoon ever recorded in the city of Flagstaff. For Winslow, Payson, and Williams, it was the 5th driest on record, and Prescott got 3.5 inches, which puts them at number 13 in the top driest ever recorded in that area. Here's what's going to be happening. This fall storm exits out of the area this evening. We are done with it, but the next one's going to start digging down from the Great Basin. Now, it's not going to get as far south as that last one, so we are not expecting rain here in the valley. It will be a dry forecast, but as this passes by, we are really going to crank up winds, especially across northwestern Arizona on Saturday, where we now have wind advisories posted for these areas in tan across Mojave County. So wind advisories with gusts at 40 to 50 miles per hour up there. Here's what it looks like hour by hour. We get into tomorrow afternoon about 2:30, and that's when we could see sustained winds in places like Bullhead City, Kingman, and the Grand Canyon at 20 to 30 miles per hour, and gust will be topping that. It's still looking very breezy along that entire I-40 stretch all the way to the New Mexico state line. Winds do back off late tomorrow night a little bit, but it's still going to be a breezy night, and stretching into the overnight hours, those breezes continue before winds get even stronger on Sunday, this time farther to the east from Flagstaff down along the rim and northeast to the Four Corners, where we could see wind gusts near 40 to 50 miles per hour on Sunday afternoon. Here in the valley, maybe a few breezes, but generally less than 15 miles per hour with our winds. Temperatures in the 70s early tomorrow morning, 87 at noon, and then we will briefly touch the low 90s in the afternoon hours here across the valley. Paradise Valley and Scottsdale at 90 degrees tomorrow, Mason, Queen Creek at 91, Gilbert and Chandler at 92, and spots up to the north and farther out to the east and the outlying areas will be in the 80s. Lows for us dropping into the 60s tonight for most valley locations. Our warmest spots in the low 70s like Sky Harbor and Glendale, and then temperatures across the West Valley tomorrow in the upper 80s to low 90s. Now across the state, we're going to see lows tonight in the 60s down to our south through Casa Grande and Tucson, 50s in Payson, Sedona, and Prescott, and 40s along the rim. Then for tomorrow afternoon, Heber at 71, Winslow at 80 degrees, Globe at 82, and mid to upper 70s in Payson, Sedona, and Prescott, with highs in the 90s along the Colorado River Valley. Now here's the next 7 days for you. We'll keep these temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s. A few more clouds on Sunday, it looks like, but our forecast stays dry. And lows get even cooler going into next week. For Tuesday and Wednesday morning, Phoenix down into the mid 60s, which means outlying valley spots may be down into the upper 50s. It's looking good, but we will warm up toward the end of next week with mid 90s back by Friday.